I would like to express more thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises. I forgot to mention earlier before I taped these two videos together. That was my bad, cutting it short like that. My bad indeed. But anyway, I have more thoughts. Wonderful, right? Yeah, I know. My thoughts are awesome. Well, okay, anyway, I also hope that, it was just at the end of Dark Knight, I hope that was just a funeral for Harvey Dent. I hope Two-Face is in the asylum. For those of you who do not catch on very well, Harvey Dent, when he got his face burnt in half, he became the villain Two-Face. Go back to the scene where he's in the hospital with Jim Gordon. That's where he actually gets the name, Harvey Two-Face. Well, beyond that point, I would like to see him because, well, from other references, Two-Face and the Riddler make a great combination, and I would like to see them together. And I also like, the more I think about Ivy and Mr. Freeze, I'm sure a couple people out there like the idea behind them because, well, there are two ways to see Batman. There's the way I see it, the way I prefer to see it. It's my opinion, not your opinion, but my opinion. I like Batman seen as the world's greatest detective, that jig, that whole suit. When you look at it, the Riddler is a Joker version for, the world's greatest detective, and the Joker is just a madman, I hate comparing the Riddler to the Joker, but to an extent, it's absolutely true. They are very similar. Let's look at the Joker. He has a purple tux with a green vest, and then the Riddler has a green tux with a purple vest. All they did is switch them around. Oh well, I still like the Riddler. I think that whole idea just gives me goosebumps. I like it, I do. But anyway, the other way to look at Batman is this brawling martial artist who, just takes out everybody. No one stands a chance against the Dark Knight. And that's where you can bring villains to the table like Killer Croc, Bane, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, because the martial artist can do it all. That's my thought. And I also forgot to mention, I will have this guy's link posted below where he, to show him my hate. That link is posted below if you wanna, riot with me over the internet. Don't cyberbully him. No, that's a no. No. Just, show him my appreciation for exactly what he's calling other people and whatnot. It's not like, we'll say, give me a minute. Sit on one end. You don't want to injure him. Yeah, that's perfect. The idea of, I don't know, you don't want to injure him, you just want to rough him up a little, that kind of thing, throw firecrackers into the fish tank. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I've never done that, so I don't know if it kills the fish or not, but, you can't hurt too bad if they're at the bottom of the fish tank. Guess it depends on how shallow the fish tank is too, but screw the metaphor. Yeah, screw the metaphor. Rough him up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. More thoughts. Let's see here. Again, I would like to see Two-Face. If there is a Riddler, it's not Johnny Depp. I'd kind of like to see Nicolas Cage do it. There's just something about him. Nicolas Cage comes off smart, like the Riddler. He comes off a little humorous. So does the Riddler, sort of. I mean, he has his moments where, he has a fairly good pun, Sometimes puns are way overrated, but, yeah, and Nicolas Cage can also change his voice within an instant, like, from happy to angry. So, on that note, I think he would be, a decent Riddler. I mean, then again, there are those who can play the good guy and those who can play the bad guy, and I've watched a lot of Jim Carrey stuff, and I know Jim Carrey cannot play the bad guy. I mean, Batman Forever, he ruined. He also screwed up The Grinch. Did you see that? Yeah, Jim Carrey screwed up The Grinch. That's my opinion, but he ruined it for me. Yeah. Anyway. I think it'd be cool if they put in more mafia stuff. Like, I hear there's supposed to be a Martin Falcone leading the mob. I mean, I watched The Dark Knight too many times. I mean, I thought the Joker just took the entire Falcone mob as a gang. I mean, but I guess there were two different mobs, I guess. I don't know. Sure beats me. I guess that's all I really have to say. I'd like to see Catwoman. I would. I wouldn't like to see her a lot. I mean, I wouldn't kill for it, but, she's out there. She's alright. Yeah. Besides, they need a better female sex appeal than the Rachel Dawes who just got burnt up. Well, anyway. Toodaloo. For real.